So right now I'm listening to Carly Rae Jepsen, Owl City, Good Time. It's probably one of the best songs ever made, like ever, of all time. Right, hood or no hood? Right, we're going with no hood. So I wrote down some things. Am I the dumbest person in the world? Yes. Why? Because I wanted to get a notebook. I went to Tesco and I got some pens and a notebook because I didn't have any equipment, right? I'm not in school anymore. But today I went back to school, the school of my soul. So I go to get a notebook and I pick up a diary, a 2025 to 26 diary, which has the dates. Luckily, I found a side in the back where they have note folders. It's not a lot, it's maybe like 10 pages, and I already used up 7 of them. But basically, today we are going to talk about how ancient philosophers, psychologists, and poets thought about love, self-mastery, and presence. So I got 7 pages of these guys. We're going to read them out nice and slow. We're going to talk about them. It's going to be a lovely 11:23 p.m. vibe, right? So, nice and cozy, everything done. We prayed, we worked out, went to the gym, ate healthy. So, let the classroom begin. We're starting off with a poet, a mystic poet named Rainer Maria Rilke. So I'm sorry if I butcher the names. I'm going to put subtitles of the names of the people, not like subtitles on the actual video, because I noticed that I like to keep my videos raw, right? Because that's how we like it. Like, just like truth, like just flowing out of me. So basically, each person so this took me a while to research, but because I went on multiple sources. But basically, so I have the person, like who they were, and then I put like a brief description of who they were, their teachings, a quote, and a message that I wrote to myself based on what I learned about that person. So, Rainer Maria Rilke, the mystic poet. Who he was. Rilke spent years wandering through nature in Europe, living mostly alone, writing about how real love can only happen between two souls who have built themselves in solitude first. So that's what I've been doing lately, and that's why it resonated really with me. His teaching: love is not a completion, love is two strong solitudes greeting each other without needing to consume. If you cannot stand alone, you cannot love rightly. I mean, that's just powerful, right? I mean, and it's true, because if you're not whole within yourself first, then how can you love someone else truly? Because everything that you fear inside you and that you say that you're not enough, you're going to seek that externally from the other person without even knowing, like subconsciously. So the quote is, love consists of this: two solitudes protecting and touching and greeting each other. It's fantastic. Like, I am so like excited about just like doing this, not just like making the video, but just like me researching and finding these energies and souls that these were real people, right? Like, forgotten through history. Some of them forgotten through history. We need to keep them alive, right? I mean this is the most love I felt in so long. Like, as I was writing this, I was like, it's really late. That's why I don't look really like like expression, but like it's so like just let me carry on. A message from me. You are not chasing her to fill a void. You are offering your wholeness. This is the rarest love of all, right? Next person. Cahill Gibran, the prophet writer. Who he was. Gibran lived long seasons in deep reflection and aloneness, writing The Prophet, a sacred book about the true nature of love, freedom, and devotion. His teaching: love should not be a cage or a chain. Love is two souls standing side by side, free but deeply connected. The quote: let there be spaces in your togetherness, and let the winds of heaven dance between you. I thought there was something in my beard. So what does that mean? It means you need that time apart. It's okay to go alone. It's okay to become one with yourself, one with nature, right? Because then you'll miss them and it'll be a deeper connection, deeper bond. A message for myself. You're not trying to own her. You're inviting her to dance beside you under God's sky. I know, beautiful. I'm a poet myself. So, next one. A lot of people know this person, but I still really enjoyed his message, right? Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor. Who he was. One of Rome's greatest emperors, but also a philosopher who journaled privately about what it means to live in a good, disciplined life. I wrote good life, but that doesn't really make sense. He journaled privately about what it means to live a good, disciplined, good life. I put good life twice. You get the gist. His teaching. Before you love someone rightly, you must become what you dream about. I'm sorry if I'm reading it slow. It's really late, but like I had to get this video out. Like I'm not gonna sleep until I talk about this, right? So I'm gonna say that again. Before you love someone rightly, you must become what you dream about. Next one. You don't talk about becoming worthy. You silently become it in your daily life. Quote: waste no time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. A message for myself. You have already walked this way. You're being the man, not pretending to be. So, the main thing about his teaching that stood out to me is you don't talk about becoming worthy. You silently become it in your daily life. Because you see a lot of people doing that, right? They all over social media. I'm sure you know people in your real life that are like, they're just like talking about like self-improvement, self-mastery, like spirituality, and it's like fake. You can sense like a fakeness, like they're telling this to you because they want you to look up to them, or like they're like, oh, they're really wise, and it's like this mimic energy, and it's like disgusting. I know a few people like that. Next one, our Lord and Savior. No joke. Jesus Christ, the King of Love. Who he was. The greatest model of selfless love the world has ever seen. But when Jesus withdrew alone, prayed in solitude, wept, trusted the Father before stepping into the greatest act of love. His teaching. True love is rooted in sacrifice, truth, and trust in God, not in the approval of others. You must be willing to stand alone before you can love someone rightly. Quote, greater love has no... I'm going to start that again. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. John 15:13. I'm going to read that one more time. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. Friends can mean a great many things, right? I mean, for me personally, it's her. It's going to mean her, right? Message for myself. You are not learning to love like Christ with strength, stillness, and no fear. I read that wrong. Message for myself. You are learning to love like Christ with strength, stillness, and no fear. Leo Tolstoy, the soulful novelist. Who he was. Tolstoy questioned everything about love, God, and meaning, and only after deep agony and reflection did he write about what true love is, his teaching. You do not love to change someone. You love them because you recognize the eternal soul inside them. Quote, when you love someone, you love the person as they are, and not as you would like them to be. You're not going to change them, and you shouldn't want to. They're perfect as they are. And if they're not, then they're not the right ones for you. Message for you, message for myself. You're not trying to fix her. You're ready to see her as she is and love what God placed inside her. I had to write not because in the actual sheet I wrote, you are trying to fix her, which I'm not. So that's why I put the not. Next one. I think there's like 2 more pages, right? Or should be just 1 more. Yeah, 1 more page. Rumi, the Sufi mystic. I actually really like this person. Who he was. After losing his beloved companion Shams, Rumi exploded into some of the deepest poems about divine love the world has ever seen. His teaching. Love is not finding someone outside yourself. It is remembering them from your soul. That's deep. And it's also true. The beloved is already woven into you. Quote, lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They are in each other all along. Message for myself. Maybe that's why I feel so close to the girl that I'm talking to right now. She feels so familiar. Because the souls were already written side by side before I even met her. And last but not least, Soren Kierkegaard, the fearless philosopher. Who he was. A man who struggled with faith, love, and loss. Kierkegaard believed that without risking everything, true love can never be born. His teaching. You must be brave enough to face fear, aloneness, and vulnerability, or you will miss the love that could transform you. Quote, to cheat oneself of love is the most terrible deception. It is an eternal loss for which there is no reparation. Reparation. I'll read that quote again. To cheat oneself out of love is the most terrible deception. It is an eternal loss for which there is no reparation. Message for myself. You are not running from love. You are standing ready, even if it costs vulnerability, even if it costs patience. I mean, all of these people are just absolutely fantastic. For me personally, Rumi's quotes were just... why did I close the book? I'm still talking. Rumi's quotes were just like just beyond anything. I don't know, because I think he was a poet, right? He wasn't a writer, or maybe he was. But when he said, lovers don't finally meet somewhere, they are already in each other all along, and the beloved is already woven into you. So it's like so it's sort of saying like, just like how Steve Jobs mentioned that you can't connect the dots looking forwards, you can only connect them looking backwards, right? So if God sees everything that's already happened in this life and that is already going to happen, then that means that he already saw the whole of existence, meaning your life as well. It's already been written. It's like a premonition. That's why when you get like deja vu, it's like, because it's not like you lived it in a past life. It's like this already happened billions and billions of times over and over again, right? I mean, what does Mark Twain say? He say that I'm not scared of death. Why would I be when I was asleep and dead for billions and billions of years before I got in this moment, and I was not in fear. He was like sleeping. He loved it. Well, that's not exactly the quote, but that's something like, that's how he says it, right? All of these people had went in solitude. They went alone. They went by themselves so they could listen to themselves deeply. They prayed. Praying doesn't just mean putting your hands together and praying to the sky, right? It means believing in yourself, like talking out loud, saying what you're doing wrong, being upset about it, weeping, being true to yourself, letting out your emotions, learning about love, about truthfulness, about grace. Like, people like this do exist, but they're very rare, right? And a lot of the times, bad things happen to them, like Jesus, right? Like Martin Luther King. Like, I don't know. There's you know, history always seems to just. I mean, what did Bill Hicks say? Was that his name, Bill Hicks? He was a comedian, and he said like each moment is just like a moment between two options, like love or fear, and that there's people on this earth that say that life is just a ride, right? So it goes like up and down, side to side, round and round, and it's beautiful for a while, but then you forget that you're on the ride. And then there's some people that say, don't worry, everything's going to be okay, it's just a ride. And we kill those people. Shut him up. We have a lot invested in this ride. Shut him up. Look at my big bank account and my family. This has to be real. I love that. So that's a good way to end the video. Keep faith.